Hi Beauty Talk, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be demoing a Valentine's Day themed look. So for this look, I'm going to aim for a neutral smoky eye that looks so good in both daytime and low lighting for your date night. And I'm also going to pair it with a red lip that is super wearable, so easy to do, and you don't have to worry about it smudging or smearing when you're eating and drinking. Okay, so before we start, I want to let you guys know about my school called Hyperrealacademy at hyperrealacademy.com. My beauty school has a mission to teach permanent makeup, tattooing, medical tattooing, SMP, scalp micropigmentation. We just added that one, it's great. And we're trying to teach that so we can get people to make six figures doing permanent makeup and get financial independence this way. It's really difficult, especially now, to make a good income, something stable, something that gives you back as much as you put into it. And I'm so proud to be offering licensing in all 50 states. I am so appreciative that I'm currently partnered with the American Academy of Micropigmentation, fully board certified, and I can get you board certified as well. So if you want to know more about permanent makeup, go on hyperrealacademy.com. And again, I can certify you in all 50 states. All right, so to start, I already have my base, my skincare, my SPF, all of that is already on. I'm gonna show you how to do a very soft and natural looking eyebrow that gives you a nice lifted effect on your eyes. So for this, I'll be using a brow wax. I'm gonna be using the Izumaya brow wax, and I will use that to gel up my eyebrows. So by using the brow wax first, I'm just gonna let this product do its thing and lift up the brows all the way as high as they can go, right? And then after that, I will introduce some color in the form of a brow powder. Okay, next I'll be using my brow powder, and this is the gray one from Tarte. I like doing them a little bit bolder because I want to do a smoky eye, so I don't want the brows to get overpowered by the smoky eye, vice versa. I want them to look really balanced. Gel them up and then do powder over them. I think that's the most successful way to get a bold look without having it look like you just drew them on. So in doing a smoky eye, it's really important to have a good base in order to grip that darker pigment and to really have that pigment intensify. So for this, instead of using a traditional primer, I would rather use a pencil as a primer. And this one is the Laura Mercier Caviar Stick in the shade Amethyst. So this is a bit of a cool tone base that I'm just going to apply. I'm applying this in the general shape of my smoky eye look. And just intensify the color towards the lid and take a dense synthetic brush to blend this color out. And do it quickly because these things set pretty fast. I'm just gonna drop this color into the lower lash line. See if you can taper it with more color towards the outer corner and less color towards the inner corner. And blend the color so you have a smooth base to apply your eyeshadow. So next we're going to be adding the eyeshadow, and I will be taking my Charlotte Tilbury Quad, and this is the Pillow Talk palette of Pops Quad. I will be using the bottommost shade right here, this deep plum. Apply this using a very small brush, flat brush if you can. Start from the outer corner, move your way in. You can do more of a rough lay down of this color. You don't have to blend it out completely on the first pass through. You just want to make sure that the color is laid down in the correct shape. And for me, because I want more of a cat eye shape, I'm going to concentrate most of the color towards the outer corner and sweep it in so that when I sweep it in towards the middle of the lid, it will give me that gradual taper. Then I will take that same color, drag it, starting from the lower lash line, the outer corner, drag it from the outside in. The same way that I did my pencil, I'm going to do the same for my shadow. And I'm looking for that nice taper. And this eyeshadow color is so gorgeous. It's a little bronzy, it's very multi-dimensional. I like pairing this color with a cool toned base product because it really gives you that multi-dimensional shine. And I will be blending this out with a fluffier brush, but not that fluffy. I don't want it to completely blow out the pigment. And don't blend it too much. Try to blend the edges only if you want it to remain at full saturation, okay? So that way you're only making it so that the edges are not patchy, but you're not affecting the saturation of the color. Oh no, it's getting dark, but you know what? This look is supposed to look good in low lighting, so you know what? It's okay, let it get a little dark, not too dark. I gotta move quickly. Add your mascara and lashes. So I will be applying a little bit of mascara to the upper lashes just to pick them up. Then I'll be taking that same mascara going into the lower lashes. You have to balance the top and bottom when you're doing lashes. Top gets drama, bottom gets drama. The way that you make it look more cohesive from top to bottom is that you just want to make sure you have a good taper. You can line your waterline with black if you want a true smoky eye. I really don't like it. It just doesn't look good on me, but it looks great on a lot of other people, so try it out. To add a highlight, I will be using the lightest shade in this palette of Pop's palette. And just highlight the inner corner. Gently blend the inner corner into the lower lash line color. For these lashes, I'm using the Kiss MLBB lashes in the style Blessed. However, I did add a few individuals to the corners, so it's kind of a custom lash. To round out the smoky eye look, I will be taking my pen liner and just making a wing. I like a thinner wing when I'm working with winged liners. I really like making a thin wing out of a pen liner as opposed to a thicker liner. I just think that a thinner wing is more high fashion and it's more flattering. I don't really care for the thicker, more retro style wings. I don't think they're as high fashion, but that's just my opinion. So next we're gonna be moving on to our blush. I'll be using the Tom Ford blush in the shade Love Lust. This is a bit of a peachy orange. I'm gonna drop that on the apple of the cheeks and blend it out almost completely. Just blend it away. Just give it that small hint of color. Oh my god, the sun is setting so fast. I'm gonna hustle my muscle. Next, we're gonna take our Wayne Goss airbrush brush. I'm gonna be going to my contour shade called Chocolate Soleil by Too Faced. Sweep in a bold contour. And by bold contour, I mean maybe like 2-3 layers. For this look, I want to do a chiseled contour. So to do a chiseled contour, you take your concealer and you create a very, very, very tiny line of concealer. And that's what you use to carve out that shape into your cheekbones. What it does is it's gonna lift up the cheekbones and it's gonna give you that really high fashion look. If you blend it out correctly, that's what it'll do. Another pro tip is that you can take Makeup Forever Step 1 Mattifying Primer, take a tiny amount of this product, spread it very thin on one finger and roll it over your T-zone. And that instantly mattifies without needing to create that extra layer of powder that might roll up, ball up, cake up, whatever. So that's a pro trick. It's good for oily people, just like me. Finally, we're gonna go into our red lip. And how are we gonna do a red lip that doesn't look insane for this look? So I'm gonna take this shade, it's called Cockney by MAC. It is a very blue toned red. And make sure that your lips are nice and exfoliated, moisturized. You have your lip products, your lip balm products on before you apply your lipstick. This is a luster lipstick. What that means is it has a bit of a satin, almost a bit of a shimmery finish to it that just gives off that really nice shine. And I'm not putting this lipstick on to full opacity. I also don't like matte lipsticks with this kind of look because it makes it just look a little bit too much. When you have a shimmery luster finish lipstick, you have the freedom and you have the versatility of it to blend it out, to make it a little more sheer and to make the edges soft. And you can also pair bold with bold without it looking like it's entirely too much. That's my opinion. So we're gonna blend this out using a dense round brush. I don't know what happened to this thing, but be careful when washing them. These are wood. Don't let it end up looking like this. I mean, I don't think misshaping it to this point takes away the utility. It just looks crazy. What I'm doing right now is that I'm taking that lip color and blending out the edges only so that this color is fully blown out. Like, I don't even care. I'll talk while I do it. This is a fully soft, blended, blown out color. It still reads as a red lipstick. And though it is a lipstick, it will look a little bit more like a tint with a gloss on top. However, it is not a tint with a gloss on top. This will last longer because it is a luster finish bullet lipstick. And at this point, this is where you can kind of take your look, because I'm doing it for the first time. I want to make sure too. I want to see if there's anywhere that I can kind of tone it down a little bit so that it looks more like a well-rounded look that is done with intention. Now, every good makeup artist will take this step because sometimes things that look good in your head, they don't translate well to somebody's face, especially if it's not your own face. So looking at this, I see that the blush is a little bit intense, so I'm gonna take my foundation brush, right, and just gently diffuse that color. Gently diffuse that color so that more of the peachy pink blends in with my skin, and I want to force it to just melt in with each other so you get that gentle glow as opposed to a product layered on top of another product. This to me is a pretty successful date night look. The sun's already gone down, and I think that this kind of look, it looks really good when you have a bit of a low lighting, when you have somewhat of a candlelight, like warm lighting against this kind of look would be really pretty. Tell me what you guys are doing for Valentine's Day. Are you doing something a little bit more glam than me? Probably. Are you gonna do something that's more creative or something that's a little safer, more clean beauty? Let me know in the comments. So this is gonna be the look for today. I really hope you guys like this tutorial. I like a smoky eye for Valentine's Day, and sometimes it can be a challenge pairing a bold lip with a bold eye look. So I'm really happy to be showing this and to just kind of demo it, and also just taking that step at the end to look back at what you've done, and if there's anything that you can do to kind of tweak it a little bit, to tweak it out. That is actually a pro strat that most pro makeup artists will use when they're on set. So I do want you guys to try to practice that step specifically at home and see how your makeup routine will improve from there. So that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me on Beauty Talk, and I will see you in the next one.